So this is a short video about my new 1960 180 DB, which I bought a few weeks ago. It's been sitting in this garage, believe it or not, for 30 years. And it's in quite good shape, which is why I bought it. Looks like it has been resprayed, probably in the 1980s sometime. But according to what I've been told, it has been sitting in this garage for 30 years. That's the original tires. I will take them off soon. Doesn't look like there's any damage to the body there, or the bumper. Car's from 1960. Really looks nice. Look at that. Again, the original tires sagging a bit, so I'll take them off soon. The piece of chrome that's missing here, I have it, it's in the car. The old lights. An aerial. And funnily enough, there is an aerial on this car, but no radio. That's not the end of the world. Chrome handles. Chrome looks a bit short. Not the best condition. But it is an old car. 55 or so years. And here you can see evidence of the whoever resprayed it. Wasn't the best job in the world. But still, not bad at all. Chrome here isn't perfect either. Some scratches there, rust. Let's take a look inside. I have hoovered out the inside because there was some cobwebs, but overall it's looking pretty nice. These are not the original seat coverings. It's something that's been stuck on. I haven't looked at the underside of it yet. But the floor, you can't really see it, it's too dark. The floor is actually looking in good condition. And the original roof lining is still in place. Looks a bit tatty, but at least it's in place. And it closes like a Mercedes door. Let's go around the other side actually. Driver's side door. Look at those original windows. I haven't tried opening this one yet. It opens. The window. It winds a bit stiff there. Needs some work, I guess. That's probably the first time it's been opened now for years. Look at the line where the dust changes. Here's the inside of the car, driver's side. You'll notice that the light is on. That's because I've connected up a battery and charged it. So let's have a look at some of these controls. It's a light switch, and it works. Main lights. Heater controls. That cable is broken. This one seems to work, so that's good. This one here is the wiper. Get my key. See, does it work? find it. And this key is the original key from 1960, Neiman. You see that there? That's an original key. And then the other key is a Huff, also an original. That's used for the fuel, door, and the boot and passenger locks. So on. Insert the key. You can see the red light there, which means that the battery is not charging at the moment, but that's expected. So let's try these controls. This should be the wiper. Ha! It works. It works. This one here, the second one, because it's a diesel, this is an idler. So when the engine eventually starts, I haven't started it yet, when the engine starts and you've been driving for 10 minutes or something, if the idling is a little bit high, you can throttle it down using this control here. This one here is, it's like a top of a pepper shaker. Basically it is the viewing area for the glow plugs when you light up the glow plugs. So when the glow plugs are lit up nicely, you'll see red behind here. This next one, I think it is the light control for this. Let's just check that. Don't see any difference. Okay, let's try the indicators. Indicator works, but the light for the indicator, which should come on over here, a little red light, does not. There's the indicator. Let's try the other side. It's working, but this indicator stalk wants to jump back. So the indicator bulb doesn't work there. That's a shame. Okay, so this one here in the center above the steering wheel stalk, that one is for the blower motors. There's two, one on the left hand side, the front of the car, engine bay, and one on the right hand side. So let's just turn it on and see what happens. That sounds like there is working blower motors, which is excellent. Turn off the lights. Next we have the key, ignition, and beside that is a cigarette lighter thing and an ashtray. There'll be no smoking going on in this car though. And underneath you have this plastic lever, which is actually the starting mechanism and also the lever for turning the car off. So basically it has three positions, 1, 2, 0, 1 and 2 for when you get the glow plugs lit up, and then for starting, cranking the engine, and also when you're done driving for shutting the engine off, and then that allows you to remove the key. In the center here we have clock. Don't know if it works. Haven't seen it budge past 12. Don't hear it ticking either. Here we have some dials. Don't know if you can see them clearly, but if I turn it off position, stop. Okay, so here we have tank dial to show how much fuel is in the tank. I doubt it's working. Don't see it moving at all. And oh, there we go. But it's pointing directly up to full as soon as I turn the key. And I doubt the tank is full. It's more than likely that the fuel sender itself is rusted in position. Let's try the main lights. I don't see the blue light come on there, even though the lights are clearly flashing, which means that those little lamps probably need to be replaced. There's the mileage, 37,428 kilometers. More than likely it's done a lot more than that. Probably has done an extra 100,000. Here is our temperature gauge. Should go up to 80 when the car is running. And this is the oil pressure, very important. When the car is driving, it should point to 3. When it's idling, probably around 2. And when it's off, it's 0. But we haven't started the engine yet. Some work needs to be done first. This one doesn't have a radio, as I said, but it does have the 180D original emblem. There's a handle here for holding on, and a little drawer with some stuff inside. And it works. Handles here. There. Cables are broken, both sides. So let's have a look in the engine. To open the hood, you pull the first lever here. The second lever is the handbrake. First lever here. Actually, I just want to test the lights again. There is a light switch on the floor, just there where my foot is kicking. You hear it clicking, and you see the lights change. So when you're driving with your left foot, you can change from full to normal lighting. Excellent. And just above that, you can't see it, but above that is a little pump which should squirt water on the windscreen. I don't see anything happening. Oh well. Okay, let's take a look at the engine. To open the bonnet, under here there's a lever, you pull it, and then you can lift it. So the lighting is not very good, sorry about that. But basically we have the radiator there, the engine. Let me see, can I get a light? I'll be back in a moment. All my junk in the boot. Yeah, there we go. So there's the starter motor. I'm shining it. And what else? That's the air filter. Radiator. I filled it with new fluid and it didn't leak out, which is a good sign. This here is the diesel filter. We're going to replace that before starting the engine. The actual hoses look okay. That there is the diesel, manual diesel pump. So if you get air in the fuel lines, you pump that up and down a few times until you see the diesel flowing. Then you can try cranking the engine after you're heating the glow plugs. This here is the compressor. Fairly rusty because nothing has been happening here for a long, long time. Rusty and cobwebs. Here's the engine. More cobwebs. And here we have the heater boxes. Don't look in too great of condition. Those cables that I was talking about that are snapped, there's one of them. The other one connects to the lever inside back here somewhere there. Those cables need to be replaced. The actual heater boxes are in remarkably good condition on this car. Normally they're usually penetrated and damaged. Okay, there's a little penetration there, but otherwise it looks very good shape. So the other side, yeah, this one looks really, really good. No damage at all to this one. but you can see that the control for the heater box on this side, it's just popped off completely. So that needs to be fixed. And there's your brake fluid bottle. I've started working on the brakes already. I've removed the 2 brake cylinders from the back, so brakes are getting worked on at the moment. That's it. That's an introduction to the 180 DB that I just bought. Pretty beautiful car, I think. Looking forward to driving it someday. When that day is, I have no idea, but first I have to fix the brakes, then get the engine working, then get it approved, Bulle proving, and after that, hopefully I'll be driving it. So look forward to some more videos about this fantastic car.